but threw wax on him. He stated that they had got into it, and there was some candles, I guess, lined up somewhere. The last one was lit, but Akira came and had just knocked it all down. And it wasn't like she took it and she just poured it on him, or she just threw it at him. It was just like she knocked it over, and he happened to be in the way, and it got all over him. Money talks about that event when she was on the stand, talking about Tim had on a pink shirt. Why did Tim have on a pink shirt? Said Tim had on a pink shirt and the wax was all over him. And the mama said she was just so mad and upset. And, you know, the baby was with him. And, you know, he just really tried to make it seem like that girl just purposely put it on him. So, paying that, because I ain't going to tell y'all what I want to tell y'all, but y'all remember that. So, she said she called her daughter and told her daughter, listen to me. She said, I called my daughter and I told my daughter I need to go to Akira's and Brenay house. Oh, I said exactly. Akira and Brenay's house. We heard you. We heard you. You're supposed to be saying Akira and Tim, but yeah, she been there for so long, it's almost like it was her house. We heard you, girl. We heard you. And she said, I told him he don't argue with the woman. That's what he got her for. Baby, y'all should have seen Akira mama squirm in her seat. And all I seen with them lips went like this. Baby, when I tell y'all, I believe Miss Nora, if I'm saying her name right, baby got some hood in her. I already know about that sister. I believe she got a little hood in her, baby, because baby, y'all better not let them red bottom fool y'all like the grandma said they came. So okay, wait a minute, hold up. So she said she was mad about that. So Tim had allegedly told her a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna even go into that because I feel like it's just irrelevant for me to actually repeat because it's a sensitive topic. But they was talking and Akira mama looked at Tim mama looked at Akira and said, "Get the F out my face." And she said, I shouldn't have said that. And I was just really mad and upset and this, that, and the third. And so y'all know how when you get into an argument and just say me and my mama at odds with each other, right? And I may say something to you, possibly about my mama, or I may make a comment that will be sensitive to my mama and that probably will hurt her, but I'm saying it to somebody else. When I said y'all, I felt like Tim mama and his sister tried to do stuff and throw out little seeds to hurt Akira by using stuff that she said to them to hurt her and her mother's relationship. And that's how I'm gonna put it. Because I was just like, why would you say that in court? Why do we need to know that? You know what I'm saying? It's like you know how it is when you get mad, now you want to start telling people secrets. Like, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, because why what was your motive? It didn't have a place in this conversation. So why did you say that? Why did you put it there? She said that on February the 6th, when they had the baby's basketball game, all of them had met up. she said that she met with Akira's mama, and Base was like, no matter what's going on between my son and your daughter, I just want to make sure that we're good, because at the end of the day, we are grandparents and we got to do what's in the best interest of these kids. So just saying, basically, if Akira and Tim was in a position where they couldn't get along, that they will have to do like in Shane. She said now if they choose to go their separate ways, she just want to make sure that, you know, they were cool. So I didn't know until Robin did her cross-examination with Tamika that they had a conversation about what was going on between Tim and Brenay, and about the videos that Akira had found. Baby, when I tell you, Tim mama is the type of mama that hold her kids up in the wrong, because the way she was responding to some of the things that Robin was saying just let me know what type of mother she was. Then she had the audacity. So Robin asked her, well, do you believe your son be telling the truth? That woman said, no. I mean, immediately. So you know Tim is a compulsive liar. Your own mama sat on the stand and immediately said she don't believe everything you say. So Brenay asked Tim mama, how do she know her? She stated she went back to when year 2014. This woman said, I was working over the children's ministry in the church. Everybody tap the screen. Let's get to 20. Let's get to 20 mil. This woman said she was, I said, baby, who let you be over their children? And she said she knew that they had a relationship, but it didn't last long. Because everybody wasn't on board. Y'all, she looked at Brenay and said she was sorry about this. If y'all remember Brenay's text message, she said she couldn't stand Tim folks. So Robin cross-examined Tamika. So she asked her about the year of 2018 and 2019. She said, did you know that during the time that the incident involving the wax, that my client found out that your son had cheated on her? She couldn't say nothing. She said, did you see that they were happy and that they were, she said, I can't tell you, I can only tell you with what I see with my own eyes. So she was asking her question about, you know, was there love and affection and stuff like this in 2018 and 2019. The mama said, no, I can only attest to what I seen. And that ain't what she saw in 2018-19. She said, well, in 2023 and 2024, and this is where this plays an important part as it relates to the alienation of affection during the time that this lawsuit was actually filed. She said, did my client and your son ever live with you? She said, no. She said, did my client was ever something about you know, she seeing you know, what they had did? And she said no. She said, well, with your eyes, can you see the cruise pictures that I put up here? She said yes. And then she went through a slew of pictures. Man, when I tell y'all, it was so many pictures of Akira, like, that had captured their relationship, them being together as a couple. I'm talking about, it was like endless pictures. endless pictures. Tim laying back in to Akira's arm, him kissing her on her face, him smiling. Like, this was where he didn't have that big ugly smile like he had with Brenay. It was like a natural, general smile. Tim gonna say, just because I was smiling, he gonna say, "Were you happy in that picture?" He's shaking his head. No, he wasn't happy in any other pictures that was being displayed on the screen. So she said, "Well, because the mama said that she wasn't around in the year of 2023, thank you, in 2024, how did she not know? How would she be able to tell that they really did have love and affection?" Baby, when I tell you Robin is a good, hell of a good attorney. Do you hear me? When I say that sister girl, she's so poised. And like when she answering her question, she ain't screaming and she hollering, but when she get firm, she talk fast as hell, and them questions be rolling off her tongue. So then, since Tamika act like she didn't know what it was, baby, I'm finna tell y'all, because this part is finna eat, and then I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna open up comments. So she act like she just act like Akira wasn't this good person either. So Robin asked her about about the post she made on Facebook about holding her son down while he was in school. If y'all know that Facebook post, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. By holding him down, taking care of all the bills, everything, being a loving and supportive wife. That's basically. So then Robin asked her, she said, no, she said, I didn't get in Tim's business, because she had asked something. And she said, I don't get in his business because he a man. Baby, Robin said, was he a man when he was sleeping with Brenay? Was he a man when Akira mom and grandmama was helping him? I said, what? Baby, I said, that sound good to me. She asked him because she was like, he a man. And da-da-da-da-da. Then she said, well, was he being a man when he was sleeping with Brenay? Was he being a man when Akira mama and grandmama was helping him? Was he being a man? I was just like, okay, Robin. So then she asked her, was she aware of the video and what was going on between Tim and Brenay? She act like she didn't know nothing about that video. And then she was like, so I'm looking. I see Akira mama just shaking her head. So I knew that she basically was saying that they had to been a lie. And I just saw her doing this. And she just, repositioned her body. So she was like, she ended up saying, well, something about the video. And then she said, well, I thought you said you didn't see a video. She said, I didn't see the video. I heard about the video. She said, oh, okay. So you heard about the video. You didn't see the video. So then she asked her, because y'all know that during the time that she made this post about Akira, this is during the time of 2023. So now this falls up under what Robin is trying to establish as it relates to there was love and affection. And the fact that Tamika did that post, it falls up on the year of 2023, saying that he did this, he did that. Thank you. That she was very supportive to her husband, shows that, yeah, there was some love and affection and some support. When I say, because it was a very powerful statement on Facebook that she had made. She said, well, he was like, well, he wasn't there. He was at school. And she was like, well, was he going back? He was going back and forth. So he would be at school, and on the weekends he'll come home. So she was like, was she cooking him meals? Was she doing that? She said, yeah. She said, well, why was she doing that? She said she could have been just trying to support him because she still loved him. I said, case closed. Case closed. Y'all open up the comments. Cause baby, what did you think it was? I need y'all to tap the screen. Let's tap it up. Robin was not playing. Y'all, this is just mild because when I tell y'all, when we get to Brenay and she still got about 20 to 25 more yes T, she still, I'm not letting anybody else come up, y'all. Oh, I see you, Cardia. Hold on. Let Cardia come up first. Robin ain't playing. Robin ain't playing. Y'all look, hold on a second. Robin sitting in her chair like this. She sitting like this talking to them, all cool, calm, and collect. What you say, da-da-da-da-da. What you say, da-da-da. She looking. What you say, like, when I ain't never seen no lawyer so laid back and just giving them the business. When I tell you sister girl is laid back like this, and she was like, what you say, da-da-da-da-da. What you say, da-da-da-da-da. Was you da-da-da-da this? Was you da-da-da-da that? And she ain't moving like this, but she just like, and I'm talking about just so poised, and just going. It's just flowing out of her mouth. Hey, friend.
Hey, friend. What's up?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, man, this... The way Tim is acting during this mess is it don't make no sense. God is what in the world? And then his mom and them
and did want to act like she was so supportive of her and gonna talk about some, I knew then when the mama was just acting like, her son was innocent, that she couldn't be trusted, that he a mama's boy, and she didn't raise him to be a man, because obviously he don't know how to keep his thing in his pants. Right. But then you can't, the apple don't fall too far from the tree, because we're going to talk about that too, because baby, the way that Robin struck the nerve in the sister, because if y'all look at the Eastport Porter, Tim daddy divorced the mama didn't divorce the daddy. Because, and then also too that they was actually they got a divorce and then they remarried. So it's like they don't believe in unions, long healthy marriages. No, Robin ain't doing nothing about occurring in that baby. So y'all please stop asking that question.
Let me see.
It's like this. Somebody needs to pick this up and make a movie.
Yes. It need to be on Tubi, and it need to be on Tubi and Netflix. Matter of fact, all of them.
I felt like she was the second authentic person in some of her testimony. When it came to the situation. However, I feel like she kind of like tried to cover for Brenay in the same breath. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna talk about her next.
Somebody said, how long is the trial for?
For Monday.
Okay.
Yep. But Tyler Perry need to pick it up.
Definitely.
Cardia, I'm finna bring T up, okay?
Okay.
All right, you going back into the what's your name?
Yeah.
All right. T-Time, where you at? I don't see you, T. I don't know nothing about Korean. We did not talk about Korean. Like, there was like no detailed information about Korean. Y'all messages going by so fast. I cannot even see. Did they do closing arguments? No, closing arguments will be Monday. Closing arguments will be Monday. You staying? Yeah, I'm staying. Did you make your YouTube yet? I have a YouTube. I have not put anything up yet. No, they have not talked about bank. They're gonna bring. I think that will come in Monday. The financial part will come in on Monday. He didn't want it to be a part of this right now, but it will actually come in on Monday. Oh, there you go. I was looking for you. Where you at? I don't see you. Send a request. Like, if it ain't popping up, let it go down. I want you to read some of the comments. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, y'all. T, I cannot even get to you. Oh, there you go.
Hey, so if you have so many requests, Goddess, won't even let me add the request to you.
Oh, you heard me.
I was just like, it keeps saying no, you got too
Anything
many.
about Renee being pregnant, y'all, that didn't have nothing to do with the court case. And if it was something about, I saw somebody say something about she was pregnant. Listen to me. I saw somebody say that she was pregnant and that something about when she was in high school, her mama made her get rid of it. Listen, I don't know nothing about that. Number two is that's a very sensitive subject. And as much as I dislike Brenay and the way that she act and the way that she moved with Akira and Devin in this whole situation, I would never be that insensitive to even say anything. So even if there was something I knew, I would never tell you guys. I would never bring that up, and I would never talk about that on my platform. There are certain things that has to be a boundary. Like, there's boundaries for me, and if that happened, that's traumatizing. I'm gonna say that that's a traumatizing experience to go through, and something. And I just wouldn't talk about that. That's not something that I would use to kick her while she's down. I talk about the stuff she did, with regarding Akira and Devin, but something like that I would never insert and use that to say anything about her. That ain't me. I'm sorry, that ain't me. So I'm not discussing that. I saw it, went right on past by. So please, y'all don't ask me nothing about that, because Goddess is not gonna talk about that. I don't know nothing about that. Okay. So please, y'all, and I would say too, be respectful. I can understand that, yeah, she deserved a lot of stuff. Like, I don't feel like Akira deserved what she did, but at the same breath, I'm human enough to say, to draw a line and say, come on now, let it be. Let it be. So no, I'm not touching on that. I'm not. It is. Yeah. We can get into. Thank you. We can get into.
Goddess, I got a quick question.
Okay.
Then, who will decide how much Akira get and everything like that? Would it be the jury, or would it be
Yeah.
the
jury?
Okay.
The jury would decide what Akira would be awarded, and I think they do it based on like the law as well, because like once they do closing arguments, then the jury have to then the judge have to tell them some stuff as it relates to the law. Then they have to deliberate, and then they have to come back for the verdict. But the judge do not determine any of that. I don't know if it will be in increments. I don't know, y'all. It's a lawsuit. It's like $3 million. The judge will only determine, I think, like the attorney fees and stuff like that. I think he has a hand in attorney fees, but outside of the attorney fees, and then also too, like she still has to like the motion for sanction would have to be implemented somewhere in it as well towards the end.
Okay, they are asking as well, what is Tim going to do about paying the back child support and stuff like that?
I don't know what he's going to do. He got to pay it. And if he don't pay it, it's just gonna continue to add up and collect. He ain't got no money. He ain't got no money. He had already said, what he make. And so, I mean, he can do what he's supposed to do, but if he don't, because I heard that he was supposed to have made a payment by November, but Akira at the time, I don't think she had received it. So, yeah. Yep, they're going to his wage. That's if he actually keeps a job. So,
Y'all, we don't know. We don't know. Y'all can
give me another question. It's moving so fast I cannot see.
I know. I'm finna give you one. It says, "Is it true he only makes 19K a year?"
No, at one point he was making 18,000 a year. But I think last year he made about 30K.
We already answered about 10 house support, y'all. We just said it.
Let me go take a restroom break and I'll come back. Keep talking, T.
Okay. It's Oh, I'm on mute. I was talking to y'all. I said, I don't know. Y'all keep saying who else need to testify. I stated that I don't know who. I think Brenay still needs to testify. I believe. I think Brenay needs to take the stand. Not testify, but take the stand. So yeah. So Devin has a lawsuit coming next. Yes, he does. You're welcome. Tim's sister, that's next, guys. Don't burn your mouth on the tea. Hold your horses. Continue to light the live. Make sure you get your daily hearts in. If you haven't got your daily hearts in, but you keep gifting the same thing, make sure you get your daily hearts as well. And also make sure you send your live goal. I mean, to help towards the live goal. Yeah. When does the car finish? Is it true that Tim talked about Brenay BV? I will ask God that. I don't know nothing about that. How was Brenay at the bar with y'all the other night? What? I don't know nothing about that. Please don't ask me nothing about that. Devin is using her too. How is Devin using her? That don't make sense.
They ain't even together.
Okay, how's that T? He paid all the bills when they was married.
Y'all, can we get to 20K? I'm about to go into our money stuff, which will not be long. Her stuff ain't long at all. And then we're gonna go straight into Brenay's.
Oh, real quick, gotta to help you out on your thing. Make sure y'all do y'all popular thing as well. If you want to send a rose, it's the same amount as a rose, but send the popular one instead of the rose.
My Cash App was not working. I think people tried to send me Cash App, but it was failing. If y'all want to try, y'all can try, but earlier it wasn't working. As of 1:44, it wasn't working. No, y'all asked me to stay. I'm staying. Black card. I need an hour to break and come back. I need an hour to break, and y'all want me to come back. Can y'all pin my information? It's Black guy.
Where you want them to be at before you start talking about Tim's sister? Because they keep saying Tim's sister.
Say what? You finna break? No. My PayPal, blackgoddess_82@outlook.com. Can somebody pin that? Make a new Cash App? How do I make a new Cash App? Y'all, I'm having all this stuff on my phone. Oh, it ain't gonna pin because T-Time up here. Oh, T, get down. T. Venmo.
I'm gonna get down so you can pick your stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting down.
Then I want you to come back so we can do questions.
Okay, got you. I'll keep pinning that cash app up. I mean CP.
I don't think I can get cash app. I had to identify my it was almost like it's something. What's offline? Yeah, it's failing. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I just saw something that said it was offline. I'll look at it. Try tomorrow. Just try tomorrow. Because I don't know what's going on with it. I'm not making a new one. I wouldn't dare make a new cash app. It was canceled for my protection. So y'all have to wait. Yeah, I'm here to just wait. Just hold out. For those who trying to send me a cash app, y'all just wait. If y'all want to send it through PayPal, y'all can. That'll be fine. It's at Black Goddess _ 82. Okay, so Tim sister, y'all gonna fall out when. But y'all got to get me to 20 mil. It's 20,000 people in here. We at 14 mil. Let's tap and engage. Remember, I have a live goal. If y'all want to send me fireworks, I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. Tim's sister is 3 pages. Thank you guys. But y'all, I just need y'all to tap the screen. We at 14.6 mil. Engage. Let them numbers go up. If you don't have nothing to send, give. It's okay. Tap the screen will be fine. So tap it up. Tap it up. And then when we get into Brenay, it's gonna get very interesting. Okay, so Tim said she was a healthcare worker and she is in school to further her career. She stated that Tim and Akira were best friends. No. I think she was talking about Brenay. I don't know if she was talking about Brenay, but she said somebody. First of all, let me say this. So she gets on the stand, y'all. Her voice so damn heavy. Her voice is so heavy. She like, my name is Armani Montague. I am ANI MONTAGUE. Like her voice is very heavy. She got a heavy voice, and she was like, oh, but she seemed like she could be a okay person. She looked like she could. I think that if it was anybody who probably like tried to hold him accountable, it looked like it could have been her. But she basically said Akira went through his iPad because she found out that Tim was texting some girl. And she said that that Tim was going to try to make her hurt herself. So also she went in to say Tori said she was so, that Akira was so stressed out. Oh no, that she was so stressed out about Tim's and Akira's situation because she actually lived in the home with them. And she said when she came, by the time she moved into the home, this is Akira's mom home, because y'all know Akira's mom went to go live in Maryland or Virginia or Maryland, for about a year, and she was working. So she said the other room, Tim was up in that room, and she slept on the couch. But she was like, they was always constantly, you know, had some back and forth. But it just seemed like Akira's feelings and stuff was like pretty much legit, because Tim was texting other girls, cheating, you know what I'm saying? And he really put her in that space mentally where she just could not trust him. So like now I'm starting to understand why Akira, you know, it was up to him to give her that assurance, that validation, that, you know, it was just them. Brenay coming into the scene made it 50 times worse. Made it 50 times worse. So she said that so much was going on, she actually like flunked out of school, but Akira mama helped her get back into school. Thank you, love. She talked about the incident with the wags. So Akira had a discussion with Armani about Tim sleeping with Brenay in them videos. So she said that Armani said she asked for Akira to send her the videos. Now, if you all have seen Tim's, thank you. If you all have seen Tim's lawsuit against Akira for $30,000, then yep, Tim is suing Akira for $30,000. If you all have seen that, then you all would know that he stated that Akira had given those videos to other people, but his sister actually asked for it. She said that she told Akira that she had her support, you know, and that, you know, she was gonna get on Tim, and when she got on Tim, it wasn't nothing nice and pretty. And then she was like, Tim came and said something to her as if, like, Akira made it sound like that Amani was just in 100% agreement with her, that she not gonna be, you know, fooling with her brother Tim, and that, you know, she support her, and she not gonna be dealing with him like that. Just kind of like she felt like Akira had twisted up her words, which I didn't really understand that part, because if you tell somebody that you got your support, then that means that you over here with the wife and you holding your brother accountable. That's how I kind of see it. Then she gonna say she know Akira to be a liar. Amani said she did have an issue with Tim and Brenay being together again. Did y'all hear that? Again. She said she did have an issue with Brenay and Tim being together again. And she said, Brenay, y'all, this the part that got me. So Brenay had the audacity to ask Armani, how was she with Akira's children? How would she describe her relationship with Akira's children? Armani was like, oh, you know, you are the stepmom. Y'all, the way I could have literally mollywhopped Brenay for even asking that girl that question, and the way that Tim's sister needed to be mollywhopped for answering that question the way that she did, it was just like disrespectful. I feel like that's just like spitting in my face. I really feel like that's just spitting in my face. She gonna ask her how was her relationship with the kids. She gonna say that you're the stepmom, and it's like that she likes the relationship that Brenay has with the kids. She said that Akira had to give her a gab, and she thought that Tim was a horrible husband. Robin cross-examined her, and she asked, now follow me. She asked Armani, was she present or around Tim in 2023 and 2024? So she said she did not live with Tim in 2023, but she did stay with him like April of 2024, because, you know, he was out of the marital home. So she asked them, you know, did she ever witness you know, Tim and Akira's marriage during this time? She didn't. She said, did you see the messages that was on the screen? as it relates to your brother. She was like, she sued him. So she asked her on February 7th of 2024 at 8:29 p.m. did Brenay express that she wanted to be Mrs. Montague? She said, yes. And she said, well, who is she today? She said, Mrs. Montague. Baby, when I tell you Robin was eating down, Robin was eating down. She said, are you aware that Brenay signed a lease in January of 2024 identifying, this is what we found out about the lease, identifying Tim as her boyfriend. Tori said she don't believe everything that her brother says. And then she said, Tori brought up the fact of, so she asked her, did she feel like Tim and Akira had a love and affection marriage? And she said no. And she asked her, how have you ever been married? She was like, no. And she said, I don't have to be married to know. She said, my parents were married twice. Robin asked her, why did your parents, no, she said, my parents got a divorce twice. And she said, well, why did your parents get a divorce?